Danny Grinnell.
Yeah,
I
look
told
at him.
you he's the Texas
Look
guy.
at him.
I love Jason Grinnell.
Hi, Jeff. We're on YouTube.
We're live.
Hey, guys.
We're live. We're live right now.
Hey, guys. What's going on? Limited functionality of the ability on my end to read text messages this go round, so that'll be fun.
Yeah, Cheryl will read them.
I can read hours on Transport Bandits. So everybody go to Transport.
Yeah. Nobody watch mine.
Listen.
Yeah, everybody go over to Transport Bandits. You know where you need to
We've got a
be.
live going on.
We got a better picture,
us,
too.
From Transport Bandits. And at the same time, we're dueling live. We've got live going on with Fair Winds and Following Seas.
Because this didn't go poorly the last time I did it.
So you can jump from ours and then jump to his. Okay?
You never know
Whichever
what's
one
going
you
to
want
happen.
You never know what's going to happen.
Hey TJ, how you doing?
Hey, Chris.
Celia.
There we go. I can see chats now. Hi,
Celia's
Chris.
my girl. Random act of Celia. I love her. She's, oh man, top bandit right there in the house, right there. Redneck woman, hey.
Hello. Hey, Chris.
Oh,
Hey.
Jason is on here. We just got your text message.
Hey, Jason. You can top this back. I want to know if I have permission to show you in your new bed.
On the live channel.
On the live channel.
Yeah, this is the Bandit channel. Be glad that you're not seeing Jeff's nipples, so you're good.
I mean, because there was a little alcohol involved. And if you don't know what we're talking about, it's because you don't follow us on Instagram.
That was an Instagram live.
And that's your fault. You need to follow us on Instagram.
Okay, Jason Grinnell says he doesn't care. All right, Jason.
Hey,
Game
Chris,
on.
how you doing?
We're going to show your new bed.
All right, show them.
Question is, can you see it?
No, that's too close.
There it goes.
Oh, there we go, right there. Got him a new bed in the truck.
Yes,
Ready to rock and roll.
If you are thinking about going into RV transport, the number 2 thing you can do is build you a comfy bed. Look at all this room we got back here. See, 2 of us get back here. We got, watch TV, lounge around, have a party back here. Build that big old bed in the back seat. Don't sit on your back seats and try to get any sleep that way.
I want to address this comment.
All right, what comment are we going to address?
Terry.
Read it.
Terry's on the fence about joining and would like to talk more if possible. I'm assuming he means High Mileage Helper has all of his contact information. I've covered this a few times, and I'll do it again. It has nothing to do with you personally, or you, or you, or you, or you. I've just had really bad experiences, and as a result, I will not be giving out my phone number and calling people anymore. I've had people calling me at 2 in the morning when I'm at home on a resout or on the road. I've had people call just to talk, and then it takes me an hour to get them off the phone. So it's, I had one guy, hey, how's it going? It's fine. What's going on? Oh, nothing. I was just bored. Figured I'd call you. Okay. Oh, block.
We'll stop calling you, Casey.
All right.
No.
I won't call you
We'll
no more.
stop pestering you at 2 a.m. Just come out and tell us what you really
That's
want.
my fault. I've been pestering him.
No, it's a
All
little.
right. Hello, Chris. I'm glad you're with us. Chris
is
James
with
is
us.
there.
On our live, if you guys seen our Halloween Bandit Spooktacular, with the makeup and everything, thank you for being on there. It was awesome. And Chris came on there, and he came in costume to our live show, and he did that coming as he commented as Frankenstein. He commented as Freddy Krueger. Then he changed his costume to Johnny Cash. It was
And
awesome.
then he was busted.
What a genius way to come in costume to a live chat.
All right, Jason, I'm glad that bed is comfortable.
Awesome. They're getting ready.
Remember what I told you about your wife and your comfort.
Oh, shut up. She does not need to lose weight. Okay? All right, I'm sitting here between 2 guys. Jeff tells this Jason. He tells Jason, he said, tell your wife to lose weight because you're going to be sleeping in the back and there's not a lot of room.
Yeah, it doesn't matter how skinny she is.
Okay. Hey, Dawson Lawson's on here.
Yeah, Redneck Woman's on here.
Dawson Lawson said, I applied at Synergy and Indiana Transport today. Go,
Right on.
Dawson! But, but hoping more for Synergy.
Redneck woman says, hey, fair winds.
Hi. How are you? Been a while. Need to see you again. I had a great time at the Transporter Rodeo that some people should have been at.
Yes. Oh, no, we were riding our bikes.
We
No, you weren't. You were sitting in your house.
We were getting ready to ride our bikes.
We were packing our bikes.
You could have rode your bikes up there.
We thought about that with the Roundup Rodeo Transporter thing. We pondered that so bad. Could we get up there? Could we ride our bikes to there and do that and then ride on?
What's
We
that
just
word?
couldn't see it. Okay, now
Pennsylvania.
let me catch up with
Yeah,
everybody.
who's that guy?
T-Wait.
T-Wait.
All right, T-Wait says, hey, fair
He
winds.
doesn't have his glasses.
And bandits. Hey.
What's going on, T-Wait? Bunch of letters and numbers. I'm not sure what that means. 82 F256 in a row. So you have a Cummins swap Ford? I'm not sure. Anyway, they have the same truck I have, just it's not a 450. It's 350?
It's better.
Everything works on theirs.
Who has the best bike, Casey?
Yeah, who has the best bike?
I have the best bike.
Come on now, man.
Hey,
know
Dawn,
better than that.
I'm going to get back to Dawson. Thank you for applying at Synergy. I hope you put me or Jeff down as a referral bonus. If you did, you will get hired immediately because that company is nothing without the Transport Bandits.
Hey, TJ Sullivan said, got two good things of news since last time I was on.
What's that?
He hasn't said yet.
Oh, okay.
Chris James says he's actually on both lives.
Awesome, Chris.
Terry.
That's
He is a
awesome.
genius. Chris, if you saw him
Techno Wizard?
Yeah, if you saw Chris when we did our run with Chris on our very last video that we put up, the 3 to BC on our YouTube channel. That's Chris. That's Chris James. Okay? He's a smart dude. I'm telling you. He's
Jeff's going to
crazy.
argue with you now.
He's crazy
I'm going to
genius.
argue with you now. But I got a bone to pick with Jason Grinnell.
What's that?
Why did you retract your message?
Because it wasn't for
And
public.
then later you go LOL. So you wrote something, then you
Everybody-
retracted it, and then you laughed out loud.
Terry, in not on my lives, but all of my normal videos, my email is in there. You can get a hold of me through the email, and I will respond to those. So ask your questions there, please.
All right, Scott Hurst, you're my man. He clearly states here, and this is in black and white, so you can't dispute it. Mr. Dimples clearly has the best motorcycle.
But that's because mine's not done yet.
Excuse me. I won the Rats whole
That's true.
trophy
That's
with my bike.
Cheryl has the best motorcycle.
I
It's
have
just
the best
it's a little small for us.
Yeah.
They would look like monkeys and footballs, and I'm sure you can figure it out from there.
Okay,
you
we
can.
need to take turns.
The redneck woman, we have a run to Conroe this week.
Conroe.
Right on.
Where's Conroe? Louisiana?
You know, Jason's smiling and laughing. I wish I knew why.
It's because this
Hey, if
is
you want to
a-
retract that message, why don't you text it to
this
me
is
privately
a
so I'll know what it was,
this is
and I can
turning out
smile
to
and
be
laugh.
a duty show, and I won't say the S word on YouTube, but this is okay. Read one of your comments so that we don't. I don't want to over.
Shabba-doo-ba-doo.
Shabba Dooba is a cool person.
Oh yeah. Absolutely.
Michael Brady says that you and I are looking quite majestic.
You are. Look at this.
What do you mean looking quite dramatic? We've been majestic
You
for
just trying
years.
to say domestic,
This
and we are
is
not
the
that.
dueling live. This is the dueling live.
No, man,
right here.
we've been majestic for years.
We're like a fine wine.
Let's see. Little Al, good evening. Hey, let me get caught up here. Redneck woman said, hey, bandits, fair winds. A applied at Synergy. T-Wait, hello, bandits, and Casey.
Ben and Tammy starting tomorrow at Pinnacle.
Jason, guess who talks for an hour?
See, you guys just said that Chris was really intelligent, right?
Yeah.
I didn't. Cheryl did.
I think he is. It
'Cause
doesn't take a whole lot to impress
He
me,
said the
though.
Streetwalker's a better truck.
Oh, the streetwalkers are better.
Chris.
We are no longer friends with you, Chris.
I am no
more friends
longer your
with you.
friend, Chris.
I'm befriending Chris.
If
right
I knew
now.
how to unfriend you, I would.
Let's see. TJ should have a new truck in a couple of weeks, and I'm going to be a daddy again. Woo! Congratulations, TJ.
When's the due date?
When's the due date?
When's the due date?
And is the baby going to come in the truck with you? Because, that diaper thing, that ain't going to fly.
And the crying thing.
And the crying
and the
thing.
feeding thing. and the no sleeping thing.
And Mr.
Scott
Moons
Hurst said he likes your old motorcycle.
says that might not be
My old
no-no.
motorcycle, there was a reason I traded that in, and I feel sorry for the guy that bought it.
All right, Chris, I see you have retracted the message now, too.
Holland USA, hey, how you doing? They're down in Texas. They're in the hill country. Me and Jeff once went to Bandera, which is Texas hill country.
Yeah.
We actually went to a ranch in Bandera, and we rode horses, and they invited Jeff to ride the bull at the rodeo.
Yeah, and I was going to do it.
He was going to do it. He was going to ride a bull in the rodeo.
I've ridden bulls before.
Thank God I prayed so hard.
For a rainstorm?
A rainstorm. And it happened, and they had to cancel the rodeo. Thank you, Lord. Thank you.
Shabba Dabba Doo says those beards are envy-inducing.
Envy and
Thank you.
We have to be very careful when we hug, because it's like Velcro.
Yeah, it is. But I don't
Hey,
hug
how
him,
much
so.
hugging are you
That's
guys
a-
doing?
Darn lie. What was Jimmy? Jimmy is new here. Well, hang on, let me get fingers. There we go. They drive for Synergy. I drive for Horizon.
Yeah,
See, the companies can get along.
Yeah.
companies can get along.
Synergy's better.
Not if you want to back off.
It's not anyone back on. Yeah.
All right, T. Waite says, we were with Horizon. Hope to go back someday. We miss RV transport.
Well, come on back.
Come on
Come on back. It's fun. It's so much fun. I just told Casey when we were talking earlier, I said, people have goals and dreams in life. And one of my goals or dream in life was, how can I find a job that would pay me to travel and see things around America?
And this is
Duh. Here we are.
My hands smell like barbecue.
Oh, your hands smell like barbecue.
My hands smell like barbecue. Well, smell like barbecue.
So we were eating a little barbecue before the lunch.
All right, Chris, you're starting to irritate me.
That doesn't take much.
He says, well, Casey does have a better turning radius.
Wait, I don't want to miss anybody
it's true.
here.
The Dually has a better turning radius?
The 450 has a wide track front axle.
Ah.
Holland USA is on both lives. Thank you, Holland USA. Ben Banks, Moonshine Frenchies, aka Ben and Tammy, starting tomorrow with Pinnacle. Awesome. You're gonna love this job.
John Powell wants to know which are. This will be a good question for me and you, Casey.
Okay.
John Powell wants to know which RV company has the less BS.
Synergy. Synergy has no BS. Synergy is fabulous.
Probably. Oh man,
But then
That's a
they
tough
hired
one.
the bandits.
that's a tough
So,
one.
who knows?
I've heard, and some people might be upset by this. Horizon is the most strict,
Yeah,
and I'm
heard that
not
too.
going to deny that. There are things that bother me, but living where I live and trying to run out here in the West, I have to stay with them, so I deal with it. Just because there's so many loads out here in the West for Horizon.
yeah.
we have no-
Horizon has.
Several
Would it be
yards.
fair to say they have a super great variety of loads all over the country?
Oh yeah, I can stay loaded and go from coast to coast.
Yeah.
Yeah, he doesn't ever have to go
All
to
right.
like Elkin or Goshen.
So with Synergy, me and Cheryl have experienced zero BS.
Yeah, they are. I have to say, I don't know if anybody's been here with Synergy or not, if they've had problems with them or not. We have had no problems, and they have all treated us wonderfully, and I love everybody at Synergy.
And I'm not gonna say, I'm not saying that there's problems with Horizon, but they are more strict in the way the paperwork has to be submitted, the way just basic daily operation. They run a tighter ship, if you will.
All right, Chris James, you are correct. We are at an undisclosed location.
We're at an undisclosed location. Ben Banks.
It's almost in 2 states.
Yeah, said that they're starting with Pinnacle. I don't know anything about
Almost.
Pinnacle, so I can't really comment on that. Casey, do you know anything about
Nope.
Pinnacle?
Not even a little bit.
Brandon Webster, hello from Mesa, Arizona. Oh, that's a beautiful place. Just delivered a couple of hours ago and headed back to Goshen. You have a safe travel back to Goshen.
All right, Randa McDecilia said she had a phone call and she missed out
Oh, man.
because you wouldn't have believed what happened just a minute ago.
Oh yeah, it was wild.
It was crazy.
We got freaky, Celia.
It was pandemonium in here.
That's why you need to stay tuned to our lives constantly.
Oh,
Don't leave for
This
anything.
one's actually information based.
Okay, let's do an information.
All right, gotta settle the tire chain question. Is it only certain states that require them at certain times of the year, or do you have to have them on hand regardless? So it's certain states at certain times of the year.
Yes,
It's Washington,
Colorado.
Oregon, Colorado,
Nevada.
California, New Mexico, and is Nevada in there?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think Nevada is. And they're all different dates. Between September and November is the starting point, and April or May is the ending point.
They're all different dates.
But it's not every state, and it's not all year.
Okay, TJ said, who gets the better fuel mileage? Okay, I
They're both
did.
terrible.
Excuse me. I just did a drive away in one of those van life vans.
Yeah, she got the best
Ooh,
fuel
I
mileage.
got 14.8.
That's not bad.
That's not bad at all.
Where were you last stationed? Well, you're asking me, you're Jeff. Jeff, where were you last stationed?
Camp Lejeune.
Camp Lejeune,
In 1946?
Yeah.
something like that. Yeah. when
We've been, if you have, if
when
you
were
don't
you
know-
last stationed?
Boise, Idaho.
Boise, Idaho.
All right.
All right.
In
so
2019.
he did his tours in Philippines, Korea, Okinawa, and where else, Jeff? What am I forgetting?
Philippines, Korea, Okinawa, mainland Japan, and Camp Lejeune.
Yep.
Paris Island, of course.
Now, what about Casey?
I was Camp Pendleton. Well, 29 Palms, Camp Pendleton, 29 Palms, Boise, Idaho.
Yeah, I was 29 Palms for a while.
I miss it. It was fun.
Okay, Shabba Dabba Doo says that's a loaded question. Synergy treats the bandits very well.
But that may not be the case with everybody. That's just our experience.
It may not
Always
be.
remember, anything in our video is just our experience.
It's just our experience, period. But yeah, Synergy has treated us well. All I have to say.
Let's see. TJ really enjoys Dynamic. I've heard good things about Dynamic as well.
I have too.
Now, here's the thing. At the end of the day, we all have the same job and pretty close to the same rules. You still have to follow the hours of service. Certain companies will require a different type of log or logging certain things and not others, and that's company's discretion.
Yep. Okay.
Wait, Holland, USA has figured out where we're at. How do you know where we're at?
TJ, yeah, he says we're at a Love's. Okay,
How do you know?
so
That's easy to figure out because you can see the
we're at a
rainbow.
Love's, but it is an undisclosed Love's.
An undisclosed
You don't know which one. There's only like
14,000.
seven in the country.
Hey, random act of Celia. Casey, my hands smell like barbecue. Me, sir, are you flirting with me? That's
I can't put anything past him, but trust me, if he gets out of hand, Celia, I'll talk to him and let him know about a little guy named Steve.
I am flirting with someone.
Get your hands off my man. Get your barbecue smelling hands off my man. I gotta watch this.
All right, Casey. John Powell says hats off for your service. Go USA.
Awesome.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Appreciate
Holland
it.
USA is laughing. What about you, Casey? What you got going on your live?
Brian wants to know if Synergy has as many backhauls as Horizon does.
No, absolutely not.
not even
no.
close.
How many yards do you have
One.
over here?
We have our Synergy has 1 yard in Pendleton, Oregon.
Yeah, go ahead and count them up.
He's counting yards,
I think we have
not
9.
Yeah, you got a bunch of them.
So, right, if you want to go from point A and pick up something from point A to point B,
Now-
and then pick up something from point B to point C, and then
Now,
like
that being said, most of the loads coming out of all 7, 8, 9, whatever yards we have over here. I'll have to do math later and give you guys a solid answer. Most of them, you're not going to go further east than Colorado. That's the furthest I've taken one.
Okay, so all of your yards are going to probably, your yards out
west.
here, Horizon's yards, are going to deliver into the west.
But that's good for you.
And then you have Elkhart.
All right.
Does Horizon have yards like in Florida or
No.
Louisiana or
Nope,
somewhere like
just
that?
the ones over here in Indiana.
So you just have West Coast ones who run West Coast loads,
Right.
Right.
and then over in
Gotcha.
Indiana.
All right, Nature Nut photos. Who has more miles on their truck? Question from Todd.
Oh, definitely.
Damn.
334,000 today.
We just crossed 100,000. This just coming out here 2 days ago.
On this truck.
Not bad for a
this- on
2-year-old
this-
truck.
Ours is a 2019,
As is mine.
and we just got it last year, so that's not too bad. But
TJ
Casey
Sullivan.
definitely hauls way more than we goof off. You know us, we're transport bandits. We spend half of our time in Yellowstone.
TJ Sullivan says backholes are a shallow promise with us. I completely agree with you. There are no backholes.
Oh, I have so many comments.
It's a pipe dream.
Celia, we are doing coordinated live, so if you want to, don't leave us, but if you want to get on a different device and pull up Fair Winds and Following Seas, you'll see his live. And of course, his live is totally different than our live.
Yes.
In his
Do
live,
not leave me, Celia.
we're all wearing Vegas costumes. Okay?
Yeah.
Or Pokemon or something. So here's trying to find the answer and I can't. When do you know that you need to get a permit and for what states? I don't know about Synergy, but for Horizon, when you get your dispatch email that has all your paperwork in it, it tells you what states you have to get a permit for and how to get them.
That is not us.
That's not us. We have a notebook with a map of the United States in it, and it shows on there what states we have to have the permit for.
Mm-hmm. And it's us, and Synergy,
So see, it's
up
very-
to us.
It's a very similar situation, just
Uh-oh.
a different way of relaying the
You
information.
made Chris mad.
Chris, so you man. You see, with Synergy, we figured out.
Go
ourselves-
ahead.
Wait.
You like his truck better anyway.
Let me answer this
Chris,
informational
well,
question.
okay. Chris says that's it. I'm switching over to Casey's line. Go ahead, Chris. You like his truck better anyway. I don't want you on my live.
Back to the information of the permits. I know when we ran with Chris's company, Team RV, got all his permits for him for every load he does. That comes through his company, so they did all the work.
But it was a little pain in the neck, though, because he had to wait a long time on
He
it.
wasn't sure his permit was going to come through on the day that he needed to deliver. With Synergy, when you go to orientation, they gave us a notebook, and it has every piece of information you ever want to need to do anything to do with your RV transporting.
Yeah.
Okay, it's a notebook.
So we have no books. Got all the
The
information you
notebook,
need.
you just flip to the page that you're going, that's the permit page, and it shows you a map of the United States, and in blacked out states, it shows you those states that need permits, and then you flip the next page, and it tells you all the information that you need to call this number or stop at this port of entry, how much that permit should cost you, the phone numbers to that thing, and it's up to us to, like today, we had to get our Idaho permit. So we had to stop at the port of entry. I walk in. I know what you're gonna say, undisclosed location. I always give away the undisclosed
That's not what I was
location.
gonna say.
What are you gonna say?
There's a phone number you call and they just email you the permit.
Yes, I know that
we
now.
know that now.
I know when I walked into the office.
Yeah, the officers informed us of that.
But
It's very convenient.
yeah.
Shabba Dabba Doo says that reminds me I'm supposed to send Synergy's binder back.
Oh,
Yeah.
if you're not with Synergy anymore, I don't know. Do you have to send the binder back? That seems kind of.
Oh, Chris says the wait on the permit was his fault. He could have told them Tuesday. They got it a day earlier.
Oh, okay.
Ah.
All right, that's on you, Chris.
So
Shame on you, Chris.
here's a question. Someone starting into this business new. Should you finance a brand new truck or buy a used one?
Buy a used one.
Buy a used one.
Buy a used one.
Buy a used
I
one.
did not go that route and I regret it.
If you,
Now, that's not Don't buy a used one that used to be a transport truck. 'Cause,
Yes.
now you're talking, this thing's only 2 years old. It's already over 100,000. You
Yeah.
can get a normal diesel truck that's 2 or 3 years old. You're going to pay less than half of what I did, and it's only got 30,000 on it.
Okay,
Yeah.
I'm going to disclose that we bought our brand new, it was brand spanking new 2019 Ford F-350 at the dealership, like it was a new truck. But it was a used truck, and somebody had brought it back because the factory had misplaced the wires, or
The four-wheel
rerouted the wiring different.
Yeah, the 4-wheel drive system wasn't working.
And the 4-wheel drive system wasn't working, so they
sold it
as
to
a
us.
factory recall
Yeah.
buyback.
Yeah, we sold it to us really cheap. Do you know what it cost me to fix the 4-wheel drive?
You just move the wires.
Zero.
Hey, this thing's unplugged.
They deemed it under warranty.
Exactly.
So our monthly payment for this used truck, I'm going to disclose that, is only like $330 a month.
Huh.
Yep, you got it, TJ.
And it
Low
only
mileage used one.
it had like almost no miles on it. It was awesome.
Mine is not $300
But now,
a month.
not everybody can be that fortunate with buying a
Do we
used
know
truck.
this person?
William Hassler. Yeah, we know William.
Hey, William.
How you doing?
Hey, guys. Just arrived in Elkhart this afternoon. I have orientation with Indiana Transport on Thursday.
Awesome.
Tomorrow's check-in and doing drug tests.
Yep. You have to
Any
go to the
tips
DOT.
you could give me, a newbie? Yeah. Drink a lot of water before your drug test.
Drink a lot of water before your drug test, and don't miss the cup.
Brad. Hey, I'm glad you're on here. I wanted to apologize for that in Mesa. I was not trying to be rude and ignore you. I was on a tight timeline to pick up my next unit and be able to deliver it last night, which I did, by the way. Outstanding. So I'm sorry if I seemed a little bit short when we were there, but like I said, I was just running. And that's because I've got to get this one delivered tomorrow so that I can get back home. And I have the topic for my next video. The streetwalker's got a problem, and I'm going to try and fix it. First, I have to figure out what it
Fix the
is.
street walk.
All right, guys. Let's get back to William Hessler's question. I think that's a good question for us. Do we have any tips
Oh
for
my
a
gosh,
newbie?
tips could last for the next 5, 6
All right.
I have a
hours.
very, very, very easy solution to this.
Yes.
All right, let's each one give one tip.
Go watch Weekend Truckin', High Mileage Helper, Transport Bandits, and Fair Winds and Following Seas. Between those 4 channels, there's collectively probably 700 or 800 videos, and any question you'll come across is answered.
Yeah.
Except in hours.
My tip-
You'll have to sit through hours and hours.
My tip,
Bull crap.
my best tip for you is don't get in a hurry. I know it's easy to get in a hurry. Them trailers are sitting there. You look at them, they're like money in the bank. They'll be there when you get back.
Yeah, don't run yourself ragged. That's what you'll do. The first week, you'll feel like you have to just run ragged, getting them out there, getting them back, getting them out there, getting them back. But
And then you end up with 300,000 miles in 2 years.
yeah, and it'll wear you out. Okay,
Yes,
you
it
don't
will.
have to run all 11 hours of your 14-hour shift. Okay?
All right, William says copy that. So he's going to drink plenty of water.
Okay, I don't want to miss anybody. I try to. Celia says that's cool. Shabba Dabba Doo, that remind. Okay, I got that. Oh, TJ said his 450 has massaging seats.
That is true.
Ooh, that sounds like a party bus.
Mine does not.
Mitch Nutford who has more viewers in their life?
It's almost tied.
We only got 25.
I only have 28 now.
Well, you know, Casey
All right.
is the
Listen,
big
like
number
3
one.
of you
top
people
dog.
need to come over here.
Casey is the top dog.
Hey,
Hey,
All right,
listen.
William's responding to you. He's watched all our videos. He loves them.
Awesome.
Good.
Awesome. You know, that's what I did before we got into this is I just sat for days and days during COVID and watched Casey's over and over. You're delivering from from delivery to.
Oh, the hour-long one?
Yeah,
Oh, yeah, that's a good one.
That one, I watched that 4 or 5 times over. You know, well, that's what he's got in his toolbox, and this is what he's got here, and that's what he does when he gets this BOL.
Stupid video took so long to make.
It does. It takes a long time to do these videos.
It took me and Chris 9 days to make that video.
Yeah, it takes a long time, doesn't it?
It's a lot of work. It really is a lot of work.
All right, Mickey Conrad, have orientation on Tuesday with Bennett. Looking forward to this new adventure on a budget. That's great. We've all been on a budget.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we're always on a budget. That's why we sleep in the truck every night. If we get a hotel like once a week, maybe for a reset or something like that. But we sleep in the truck and eat roller candy, which is, you know what roller candy is, right? If you don't know, if you're not a trucker or transporter, you're going to find out what roller candy is.
That's how you get one of these.
Yep.
Roller candy is what's in the truck stops.
Redneck woman?
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, what are you
You're
saying
correct.
yes to? I don't even know what the question is.
I don't know. What is the question?
It's not a question. He said you have to know why Casey bought his truck. He had a backup plan.
I did. The plan was to go hot shot, and then I loved RV transport so much I stayed put. Robin, our end, if I butchered your name, I apologize, wanted to thank us for our service. So, thank you.
Thank you.
We greatly appreciate the support. Thank you. Shabba Dabba Doo, I don't want to talk about it.
Shabba Dabba Doo's on mine too. And
Yep.
she says,
TJ Sullivan. You're right. Everybody go back over and read TJ's post. He's right.
Shabba Dabba Doo said, "What do you mean, Dimples? The potholes don't massage your kidneys for you?
Oh.
My Ram 3500 sure did.
Oh, yeah. My
We
Ram
had
did
the Ram
too.
in the very beginning. If you watched our first videos where we had that Ram for
Yeah.
a couple of months,
Right on with that. That thing will
that
definitely
was a
use the
jarring ride.
massager.
The Fords ride much smoother.
Brad, yes, I did get that. That was Vegas. I got that delivered. I slept in Vegas last night, and now I'm up in this undisclosed location.
Shabba Dabba Doo said, TJ, I knew it was going to be a slowdown. I didn't know it was going to be one load in 9 weeks.
Oh.
That's when we
And
did
no
our big
communication.
40, our 40 days
Yeah.
on and off the
I'm
bikes. That's
not-
when we did that. Just wait it out. Be patient.
Greg, I'm not going to comment on that.
Now, Brian, I'm not going to comment on that, but to each his own. I understand.
Stay safe out there, Brian. Shabba Dabba Doo. Then they called me up 3 months later saying to pick up a trailer or get de-leased. Ooh.
What company was this with?
We didn't have any loads. They can't. I told Jeff, I said, if there's no loads on the board, they can't de-lease
No.
you for not taking a load. Because even Synergy went for like that whole end of June and into July. There was only like 1 to 10 loads on the board at a time, and they'd get going like that. It was crazy with the slowdown.
All right.
And-
Here's a great question.
Yeah. Sorry.
This is the last. Sorry. This is the last question. John Powell has one last question.
Roller candy, Mickey.
Now, which kind of truck would Mr. Bones buy? Single or dually?
Mr. Bones.
Well, wouldn't he buy the Mitsubishis?
Let me see. What's he say? He doesn't care. He's dead.
You know why? He's dead. He doesn't care.
Terry.
It's bone jarring, and he doesn't care. Get it? Bone jarring.
The email is in the description of the video, so if you go down, and maybe it's on this side, one of the sides, there's a little triangle pointing down. If you click that, it drops down the description of the video, and the email is in there.
We don't have our email on our video.
All right, Brandon, I love that comment. Brandon says, when I'm at home and just don't want to leave to go back to Goshen, I watch your videos. It gets me excited about RV transporting again. Thanks for all you do.
Yay!
Thanks for watching.
We
That's
appreciate
why we
that.
do the videos.
That's why we do
Yes,
the videos.
what he said.
Yeah, it's the fun side of RV transporting. Jeff can't be at home 3 days before he's ready to go back out on the road again because he's
Yeah.
like, "Oh, you're working on the video.
You ever
We're
get
gonna
like
stop
that?
at Yellowstone on the way back to Goshen." Yeah, well, where do
You
you want to
think
go
it
this
gets
time?
addicting?
Yeah.
It's very addictive. It's
when
very addictive.
you know when I go home, typically it's just a 34, maybe like a 40 or a 48 or whatever, and then I'm I'm like chomping at the bit to get back on the road, unless I got some stuff going on, like before the big Nevada trip. I took a whole week off at home, but I was sun up to sundown out in the yard trying to cram to get the Suburban done, which was I bit off way more than I can chew on that one.
Yeah.
I was ragged.
Mickey knows.
For
about
me,
all
when
the
I'm at
candy.
home, you know, I get work done around the house, and
And then
I
he's
help
ready
my
to go back
mom. I mess with the tractor some and stuff like that. I play Call of Duty on Xbox. Play Red Dead Redemption on
in. Red Dead
Xbox.
Redemption.
I never pictured you as a gamer.
Yeah, he loves playing Red
yeah.
Dead Redemption. I like playing Red Dead Redemption.
Well, that doesn't surprise me.
And then, you know,
Get
I
me on that
just,
horse and get me out west, and I'm a bandit.
but then, you know, I just start getting that itch. I want to get back on the road. I've said it before. This windshield in this truck is better than any TV I've ever owned.
Absolutely. Seeing this country, and if you've run one interstate 10 times, it's always different because the weather is different. So things, the lighting on the rocks change. The seeing, like today, I told him, I said, coming up at I-84, I said, well, this is the first time. He said, I hate that it's raining. And then the rain broke and the sun come through, and we had all those awesome cloud formations coming off the canyons and the wild horses. We saw wild horses yesterday. It's just beautiful. America is gorgeous, and we're getting paid to see it.
Todd Moore, I don't answer questions about DEF.
Casey might want to if he wants to.
Jeff. No, you cannot get every permit online. Some states require you to go into the port of entry, and that will be explained, at least with Horizon, that will be explained in the email that you get with your dispatch confirmation.
Shabadabadoo said it was Synergy.
Yep, roger that.
I'd already moved on way before they called me up. Okay, and then Chris said I called the office and went inactive during that slow time. Yeah, we just went off duty and called them and asked them. We said we could come up and try and do one load before we do our 40 days because we asked permission to be off for 40. We actually asked if we could be off for 6 to 7 weeks.
Yeah,
you're
for that
supposed to do
big motorcycle ride.
One load a month is what you're required to do with Synergy. We asked them back in April. I said, listen, we're going to want about 8 weeks off. We always go on this cross-country motorcycle ride. And they said, if you haul good for us, just let us know. Give us a heads up. They were very easygoing. They said, just let us know when you want the time off.
Yeah, I've had zero problems with Synergy.
And they just, they let us do that, but we built, an understanding before we did that. We didn't, we're not just goof offs and just stayed off all the time, like where you would get released or something like that.
Chris, I like the way you put that. He went inactive during that time.
Inactive duty.
Do you guys have to get your own IFTA stickers, or are they provided by the company? Horizon offers both. When I had IFTA on the Streetwalker, I was paying for that myself out of my own pocket. Horizon also has a program where they will handle your IFTA for you for a fee. So you decide what you want to do, which is best for you. Do you guys know anything about Synergy on that?
No, I don't know anything about Synergy because we don't have IFTA. We're non-CDL, and we're non-ELD.
Hey, Chris says Duke misses the Bandits.
Duke, I love Duke. Duke
The
is
Bandits
Chris's
miss
dog.
Duke.
That is a great dog. Love the dog.
Shabadoo says, I will say y'all's videos make me miss the road. Thank you.
Thanks.
2 things. Weekend Truckin' has not posted in a long time, has he?
A couple of weeks ago, maybe?
Yeah.
TJ Sullivan says, all of your all's videos have let me stay sane while my truck was broke down.
Awesome.
Well, that's good.
That's a great
Way to go,
compliment.
man.
Oh,
Thanks,
we
TJ.
appreciate it.
We figured out Mr. Bone's truck.
What?
A hearse.
A hearse. Oh, yeah.
Yes. Yes.
How often do you get level 1 at way stations? I'm about 2.5 years into this, and I've been level 1 twice.
All right, Celia has a question. Random act to Celia. She wants to know how many hours do you typically spend editing the videos?
Me? God.
for you and you?
Well, so I've taken a couple weeks off from YouTube after my last video. I just wanted to kind of clear and correct my head before I start filming again. I'm sure you guys can understand where that was coming from. But typically, as I'm making the clips, I'll put them into my editor and edit them all that night. So when I get the last clip done, I edit it, and then the video is uploaded within an hour or two of me filming my last clip.
All right, Cheryl, your answer? And make it short.
My editing takes approximately within 2 to 3 days. If I have the time to work on it, about 5 hours for the actual video, 3 hours to put the music on there. But man, I gotta have that music on there. That music makes, that video to me.
Yeah.
The music that gives you that. When I put the overlay of the music, I have to listen to those clips of music. What is perfect? What is what I am feeling when I looked at that, or I'm listening to us? Is it, kind of a happy upbeat, or is it awe-inspiring, cinematic? And it's an art process for me. So that's why all of our videos, his videos, Casey's videos, go up the day he makes the video, pretty much. My video, we just did Vegas a week ago. That Vegas video probably won't go up for another week because I've got to download all the photos, do all the editing, put all that music on there. But that's what makes ours different. That's what makes everybody's videos and YouTube thing different. Ours is more like, for me, since I'm an artist, it's more like working on a painting more than it is, that's why you don't get a whole lot of information when you're watching our videos. But you get a lot of beautiful scenery.
All right, we're going to catch up. Holland, USA. Yeah, stay busy. Good job. Chris James says if he was told if he was inactive for longer than a year, he would have to do orientation again.
Oh, so if you go in it, well, that makes sense.
That makes sense.
If you leave, if you don't haul anything for a year, wouldn't they call you up after a couple months and say, "Where are you at?
Are you alive?"
Jason, I don't know if the Bandits are going CDL before February.
I doubt it.
I don't know if the Bandits have time.
Well, one thing is we did check into getting a CDL before February. We checked into it pretty hard. The problem is, all the schools are filled. They're not taking anybody. They don't have any room. Nothing is available before February. I mean, it was just like crazy filled. I know we can do it online. We don't have the time. We're kind of happy where we're at right now, so we may try that in the future. But we're happy doing what we do right now without a CDL.
I got 28 people now.
I know. You have more than me.
I have 29. Mine says 29.
And mine keeps going down. They're all jumping over.
All right, Brandon
All right, now
Webster.
jump back over
Brandon
here.
Webster has the tip of the day. Don't pass the Arizona weigh station to get pulled over. Automatic delease.
Automatic delease?
What company?
Wow, that's crazy.
What company you run for, Brandon?
TJ, a good example of buying a low mileage used truck in my last truck was high mileage, and I averaged a breakdown every 10,000 miles. Ooh.
Buh.
Boom. Okay.
You know,
Drop the mic.
some trucks will just run forever. Others will break down every 5,000 or 10,000 miles. You never know.
Who was asking
Bailey and Cooper. Hey, Bailey and Cooper.
Hey, guys.
Hey, guys. I hadn't seen you guys in a long time. That's my fault, not yours, I'm sure. It's just been out of the loop on some things.
Yeah, Brandon said he didn't get a ticket, but they still deleased me that day.
Oh, wow.
I'd like to know what company that was with.
That's hard.
Wow.
Now, said Horizon was strict. That's strict. Shabba dabba doo.
Synergy.
I got really lucky. It was Synergy? Wow.
Wow.
You better mind your
Go look
P's
at your
and Q's.
comments. It just popped up on your phone.
Oh my gosh, we better
Yeah.
mind our P's and Q's. We've only passed through Arizona once so far, taking a Southwest load, but we stopped and got our permit for
I don't
sure.
know. We always do what we're supposed to do anyway.
Yeah, this is all the rules. Michael, I have not got my bike back. We had a very interesting phone call right before the live on that.
Yeah.
I will say that if you're gonna be a technician at a dealership, maybe listen to the customer a little bit when the bike is dropped off. Okay?
Hey, Shabba Dabba Doo said, I got really lucky with my Ram. She brought it, they brought it new right before the truck shortage hit, ran it for 6 months, 38,000 miles, and sold it for $1,000 less than I paid total for it.
Wow.
Ooh, good
Yep.
deal.
If you'd have kept another 4 months, you probably could have sold it for
For a
10,000
lot,
more
yeah.
than you paid for it.
What was this truck going for when we looked it up?
I don't know.
It was like $87,000.
It was ridiculous.
It was crazy.
You can take Random Act of Celia's comment there.
Yeah,
sir.
Random Act of Celia. Yes, the music makes it. I felt your commitment to the amusement from the first videos. We know you've been there from the very first videos, Celia. Thank you so much, girl.
Hey,
We love
I've been
you.
there too.
Yeah, Casey's been there too. Jason's been on there since the when we posted our first video. It's been awesome.
Yeah. Let me clear that up.
Chris?
Casey's going to get jealous, and I don't want him to get upset with me. Yeah, he's been there since the very first.
Yes, actually,
Before the first.
no, yes, before he's been there before the first, I think. Well, no, you just noticed when we had posted about 3 or 4 videos.
We'd been talking on Instagram
Yes.
before you started your channel.
Yeah.
Yes.
But we didn't meet until you had a few out.
Right.
Yep.
But I've got a funny story to tell you guys. I know
Uh-oh.
we might be running long. Sorry. You know I'm a talker. Okay. And
Oh, I
you
don't care
guys
about
know-
running long.
You know, you guys know I'm a talker. We were sitting in an Oregon hotel doing a reset, and Casey was doing his live shows, and I was going on Daniel's, and I was going on Casey's live, and Casey
You know what
makes
she's
the
going to
mistake.
say, don't you, huh?
No, this is a moment. This is
You
a
know
big
what she's gonna
moment in
say.
my life. This was a big moment in my life because Casey, and Daniel, Weekend Trucking had just started.
Yep.
Okay, so he hadn't built up so far ahead, but he was rising like a shooting star.
Yeah.
Well, Casey and Daniel, they were like YouTube RV transport, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
So
Oh.
Casey, I was on the live, and Casey says, well, now if you're getting into RV transport, you need to go watch the Big Four. And
The Big Four.
That's my channel, Daniel's channel, Weekend Trucking, and the Transport Bandits. What? He called us the Big Four? Are you kidding me?
Now, the reason for that, while they were a very new, very young, very small channel at the time, you guys had like 100
Yeah,
subscribers.
we only had
Yeah.
like 100 subscribers.
The reason I put them in there is those 4 channels cover the entirety of RV transport. I don't think it would be feasibly possible for someone to not get burnt out if they tried to cover everything on one channel. So Daniel, the high mileage helper, is mostly truck repair and a little bit of hauling. Weekend Trucking is mostly crunching the numbers and the nickels and the pennies and how it all works and a little bit of hauling. I have been kind of going over laws and
how it's done.
right the log books and like all the little details of actually hauling, but I haven't touched on the other things hardly at all. And these guys are showing all of the cool stuff that you can do after you've dropped the trailer on your way to the next one.
Yeah.
So between the 4 of them, you get a whole picture of the entirety of RV transport as one giant thing instead of a small slice of the pie. So, and there was a little alcohol involved.
Well,
Yeah,
I just
what
want
he
to say
said.
thank you. Thank you so much, Casey, for that. I really
Absolutely.
appreciate it.
And-
It's a big compliment.
And I meant it. You guys bring an aspect that A, I never even thought about putting onto YouTube, and B, it's really important. It's
It
easy
is
to get out here
for
and
people to see what we're doing and what we're seeing while we're on the road. And the
Yep.
only reason our channel could be different like that is because we are a team driver.
Yep.
Because as a single driver, you can't be like videoing
All that
everything that
stuff.
you're passing while you're driving.
that's a little illegal.
Yeah,
It
but
is
I
a
can if
little
I'm
bit,
just
yeah,
sitting in the
tiny
passenger
bit.
seat or Jeff sitting in the passenger seat, blah, blah, blah. Okay, let's get back to it.
Yep, shabba dabba doo. Yeah, it's like that in Tennessee.
Oh, there's so many. Horizon doesn't do IFTA on single pulls anymore. Okay, so now you would have to do your own if you were going to. Got it.
Bailey and Cooper said, do you guys have to run the ELD in Canada when you come home? We don't have an ELD. There is a law.
Right now, we don't have to run it yet.
There is a law that they are proposing that ELD in Canada is going to be mandatory for all transporters. But we have word through our supervisors that they are not enforcing that yet. but he will let us know if they do
And when they do.
and when they do. But as of right now, we don't have to run an ELD to run to Canada. As of right now.
Run the back to Celia. I don't know. You've confused me, Celia.
What?
Jason Grinnell, I'm the number one fan that laugh out loud. Hey Celia, take that.
Take that, Celia. You got somebody
You
right
got
there,
competition,
sister.
Celia. He's number one fan. Absolutely.
What editing app you use? I've bounced back and forth between a few of them. I think I'm going to go back to using Splice. While it is you have to pay to use it. It's $6 a month. What it does is so far above any other app that I've tried using. You guys?
And for us, for my complicated videos that I do, and it's the only thing that I know because I don't even know how to use YouTube. Corel Video Studio Suite. Jeff bought it for me as a Christmas present. It was expensive. It's kind of like a downloaded thing. But Corel Video Studio Suite is kind of complicated, but I learned it and I love it, and I don't know how to use any other type of editing studios.
Hey, you're going to like this. T.J. Sullivan likes to refer to us as the Four Horsemen.
The Four Horsemen. Ooh, I like that. That was Mr. Rhodes.
All right, Shabba Dabba Doo has retracted a message.
And then he laughed out loud
That's
again.
several messages I've had retracted.
Hey, we have to keep everything vanilla, okay? This is YouTube and this is public, and everybody's watching, so we got to keep everything on the fly.
Can RV transporters get a transponder to bypass way stations? With Horizon, yes.
Yes.
I assume every company would be yes.
Wait, I have something to say about that. A lot of people use DriveWise,
Yes.
Yes.
and that is an app, I think, on your phone
It
that you
is.
can download. We haven't tried that yet. I don't really know about it. Chris James knows about it. But a DriveWise is an app that you can get so you can bypass the way station.
What's his name? Is that Sean?
That's Sean Gursky. Hey, Sean, how you doing?
All right, Sean, you're right, and I will obey your command. Everybody on there, go over there and hit that like button. We've got the famous fair winds here for crying out loud.
I'm not famous.
And we've only got 7 likes and
Oh,
29
come on, everybody.
views.
Just go down there and punch that like button. Get on Casey's live. Punch that like button. I don't know why.
I'm up to 35 viewers now.
Why do they want to punch they want to punch the like button? You commenting, you punching the like button
Helps.
it helps us with the YouTube people somehow. And then
Algorithms.
algorithms, which I don't know what that word means, but it helps us. We got our first paycheck.
Algorithm. It's math dancing.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
Algebra rhythm.
Yeah, blondes don't do math. I
Okay.
do logs.
Anyway.
And my gosh, I
Anyway,
can't even believe I'm not in jail
don't
for
get
that.
too started on that. Just hit the like button.
Hit the like button, please.
All right, Redneck Woman says we see stuff on the way out, delivering, and if we come back by that way, we stop.
That's what we do. And I take note of
Right
things.
on.
I just noticed in Rock Springs that there's wild horse corrals. I said, we got to stop in there on the way back through.
So it says if Arizona scales are closed, log it as closed and roll on. Personal experience says that won't cut it. Now, is that because you didn't go online and get the required permit and that's what they hit you for? Or that you didn't wait at the port until it opened? I need clarification.
Oh,
Yep.
yeah. Are you supposed to wait at the port?
I would like clarification too.
Yeah, we need to know that information too.
See here,
Chris James said, talking to my dispatch, they don't think Canada will follow through with it.
Yeah.
Let's hope not.
You know, I've heard similar things.
Holland USA uses DriveWise and loves it. I think
Excellent.
we may sign up for that.
Hey,
What?
Muhammad, what's up, beautiful people?
Well, thank you.
Well, what do you think, so? We're
Mr.
just sitting
Bones,
around
thank
being
you.
beautiful, man.
Mr. Bones, thanks you.
What is their channel? What is whose channel, Jeff? I don't understand.
Don't say it, Casey. Don't say it.
I'm confused, Jeff.
What are we
Don't say it.
talking about?
I don't know. It just says what is their channel. Who?
What is their
Who
channel?
there?
Transport bandits.
Transport bandits.
We can't go online to get it. Was told by DOT he don't care if we have to wait or not. I need it. I thought they had the get online thing fixed. That's what I was told the last time I was at Arizona port. They said they got their online thing fixed. It's up and running and everything's good.
All right, Celia says, Jason, Jason, Jason. There's enough bandit love to go around. No need to feel competitive. Signed,
OG
Bandit.
The original gangsta.
She got you there, Jason.
She got you, Jason. That's awesome, Celia. Celia's my girl. We've known Celia. I have to say that we have known Celia for over 30 years.
Yeah.
Okay. So, Jason,
you're number 2.
You may have to be number 1A because
1A.
Celia helped me with the videos before I was putting videos up and giving me tips and helping me out. So
And yep, Chris, you know all about it.
I might have to give that to her. Chris, yep, I know all about it. That's how we got separated on our run together.
It's true. We weren't separated long ago.
Oh, yeah, we would catch back up with you. We would have to pull in to the way stations. Chris would just fly on by. But then he'd have to slow down and wait for us to go through the way station and us to catch up with him.
Audience engagement, they call it. Yeah, all right. All right, audience, engage.
Engage, audience.
Is that like,
Press that like button.
afterburner engage?
Yeah, whatever. They're probably not pressing the like button because you're here.
I'm married, so I don't need any engagement, so I'm good. Sean Gursky doing
I don't think
good.
that's how that works.
Yeah, Sean says, doing good, guys. So cool to see you together. Now we've been watching you all since the beginning.
Awesome.
I don't know. This is actually a couple of times we've done a live together.
No, this is the second time.
Yeah, and we did a video together.
You just got a new subscriber.
Yay!
Yay!
Yay! If you haven't subscribed, thank you,
Jeff.
thank you.
Few? I can't. It's really small print on my phone.
Okay, yeah, it is. I can't see it either.
Well, thank you. Is it Jeff?
Yes.
Thank you, Jeff, for subscribing.
It's definitely Jeff. I just don't know if that's a T or an F for his last name.
I did want to say, I did these videos. When I first started the videos, it was just going to be a journal of our experiences for me and Jeff. And if somebody watched it, it was okay. And then I started seeing what YouTube was all about. And people were getting paid for it. And somebody said, I got enough to buy an ice cream. So I was like,
Jeff,
$39.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, go
Jeff,
ahead.
if you're going to orientation next week, make sure you put either them or High Mileage Helper, whoever, whatever.
High Mileage Helper driver number. Now, I'm going to say,
Yeah, for the
bonuses.
yeah, we get bonuses if you put us down for our driver number, 5219 for Jeff, 5228 for me. And High Mileage Helper, if you go on High Mileage Helper, now he has been with Synergy for a long time.
6 years?
We owe our success to High Mileage Helper. So if you watch High Mileage Helper, give him some bonus credit because.
All right. Jason says that he was just stating facts when he said he was number one fan.
There's about to be a brawl in your comment section.
But now Jason says I'm always number 2 with a sad face.
Oh, he's not number 2. Hey, we're all good here in the Bandit Nation. Oh, look at how I just come up with a new term.
You just coined a new term,
The Bandit Nation.
Are you?
All in Cedar City, Utah. No,
No.
we are not.
We're in an undisclosed
Okay,
location.
it is Jeff 2, T-E-W.
Jeff?
New subscriber.
Awesome.
awesome.
Thank you, Jeff, too.
No, we are in an undisclosed location.
John Powell, I'm back. Which time is best time to drive, night or day? For cops on the road.
I don't know.
Don't speed.
Don't speed.
Yeah, don't speed. You don't need to be speeding with
These-
that camper back there.
These trucks got this thing called cruise control. Set it.
Yeah, that's our best thing to do. You don't want to get in trouble with your company. I mean, just don't chance it. I mean, there's, you want to push it sometimes or whatever. We're bandits. Come on, but
TJ Sullivan
Just don't get in
says,
trouble.
this is a good question. It's a tough one to answer.
Oh, goody.
What is your company's policy on tire chains and your personal policy?
I follow the company policy of if you have to chain, don't drive. However, there was one time Those of you that have been watching my channel for a while will know this, where I told the streetwalker, it's getting bad, we need to get off the road, and she went, okay, and we went off the road. And then I had to chain all 6 of my tires to get out.
That was a scary situation for you.
I'm in total agreement with Casey on this one.
If you think you need change, you need to find a place to park it. Don't chance it. It's not worth it. Just sit out for a day or two. You know, we did the whole, if you watched our video, Blizzard Reset, with Jeff in the hot tub.
That was my favorite video.
The Blizzard Reset, okay? Go back, watch the video, Blizzard Reset.
All right. Hey, Jim, good to see you again.
To clarify, when I went off the road, there was no damage to the unit and minimal damage to the streetwalker.
Awesome.
I just shredded a tire.
Because they can put some bad damage on the trailer or your car.
Just got you a new subscriber.
Yay!
Hey!
All right, that's how we do it. Okay,
Well, sharesies.
Now, if everybody could go on
Mike
there,
Conrad
Wait a
just
minute.
subscribed to Fairwinds and Following Seas.
if everybody would go on there and push that little
Like button.
no, there's like a little dollar sign down in the corner. I found out. If you push that and give us your credit card number,
Yeah, he gives us money.
you'll give us money, and then we can buy an ice cream. So, go push that little dollar sign. I just found out what that does. Super chat.
Hey, Rebecca and Melvin's on here.
Hey, Rebecca. Hey,
Hi.
Melvin Sturgis. Guess who's coming to Sturgis next year, Rebecca? Rebecca. Guess
This
who's
guy
coming
right
to
here.
Sturgis? Coming next year.
With the new bike that
All
is
right.
going to be a 1 of 1.
One of one.
1 of 1, yeah. So you'll get to meet Melvin and Miss 1%.
Miss
Okay.
1%.
That sounds wonderful.
Actually,
You
it's
know
more
what
like
we're
Miss
talking
half.
about, Rebecca.
It's more like Miss half percent.
Oh, it's awesome that you guys are on here. Thanks for joining in. Casey, you got anybody on there?
No, I'm all cut. What? Oh,
In
there's a new
case
one.
you guys don't know Melvin,
Rebecca and Melvin.
yeah, this is Casey, Fairwinds and Following Seas,
Hi.
transporter,
Extraordinaire. YouTuber.
YouTube legend.
He is who we learned how to do RV transport from.
Yeah, that's enough.
And
I think legend's a little bit of a stretch.
Casey, if you don't know, Rebecca and Melvin, they're on our Sturgis video. They have the Ford Bronco golf cart.
I synced pictures today.
Yes. they're
Oh,
just
Yeah.
freaking
Jim.
Ridiculous. It's awesome.
I guess I'm buying everyone ice cream.
You're buying ice cream. Oh, man. Jim, what you doing giving him money? He's got enough money.
Well, he knows that if he gives it to you, it'll go to you, and Jeff won't get any ice cream.
Hey, Dawson, hope to meet you sometime too. Nature No Photos, you're in East Tennessee today.
That's where we live.
I know someone who lives in East Tennessee.
We're
I think I did a
we're out
video
of
over there.
I
milk.
think so. We are not in East Tennessee today.
Hey, we got milk. Got milk?
That was on the other channel, though. I called you freaking out that they took my video down. You're like, I'm looking at it. I'm like, I am not. No, it's on the
All right,
it's on the other channel.
Here's a good transport question.
Uh-oh.
I have an 03 3500 Ram in real good condition. Do you think they would let me use my old truck?
That does fall outside the age parameter. However, I know with Horizon, they used to. I don't know if they still do, but you could get an exemption for age. And they would just kind of have to look your truck over, make sure it's not all rusted out and banged all over and 800,000 miles and yada, yada, yada.
Yeah, I agree with that.
But they did offer an exemption. It was not guaranteed to everyone, but it let them review your truck and see that even though it was old, it was still workable. I have a bone in my back.
Hey, Mr. Bones has got your back. Get it? Back. Mr. Bones has got your back.
On the SA, run south. Not much need for change. That's
Bailey and
true.
Cooper said more snow
Ask
on the
Texas
road.
last winter.
Texas last winter was
Yeah.
horrible. That's when they had that big pileup or something.
I almost wrecked in Texas last winter.
Really?
I was going down a hill, just cruising along, and I just touched the brakes ever so slightly. And I knew there's snow on the road. I'm like, this is bad. And that's why I was just so gentle. All of a sudden, the truck just went completely sideways. And I'm looking at the end of a 53-foot trailer, and I just, no.
That's when you go buy a new pair of pants.
Yep, William Hassel, you're right. If you need change, it's time to park it.
Bailey and Cooper said more snow on the road, better for us. Not necessarily for us. We've got really good tires. We got the Michelin Cross Climate Agilis tires. It does fantastic in the snow, but I don't like to run in the snow because I don't care if we don't have a camper on. Just go for it. We love it. If we got if we're hauling, yeah, that's no go. We got to treat those things like babies.
It's less gooder.
Yeah, it's
That's
less
what's
gooder.
good. All right, Muhammad has a good question. Any of you thought about getting into haul and tow?
I've considered flatbed, not haul and tow. But to be perfectly honest, my back is still slowly getting worse and worse, and there's times where it kills me to.
Oh, yeah, sorry.
There's times where it kills me just to hook up one trailer, much less trying to drag three of them up on a flatbed. So,
It's a lot of work.
as much as I would love to get into flatbed, due to injuries, probably not.
And for me and Cheryl, like this time when she can drive
I did
a
driveway
motorhome
on this route.
and I haul one,
I just delivered today.
that's as good or better than a haul and tow.
And also, didn't you talk to someone who had 3 units?
Yeah, but I can't confirm that, so I'm not going to get into it.
Okay. And we were like, well, we're making as much as they're making with the 3 units.
Yeah, and considering the fuel prices, Muhammad, you're right. Like on this trip all the way out here to Oregon, Cheryl did a motorhome, and I did the towaway, and her motorhome did a little better than pay for all the fuel.
Yeah, it paid for
So,
all of the fuel, so we
that's-
get to keep his profit
Yes, I said that ain't a
for
bad
this
deal.
whole trip.
No, that ain't
The
bad at all.
whole money that we'll get paid for this trip, we can keep in our pocket, and what I spent on the driveway, that paid for both of our fuels and a little bit of profit. It was a good run.
Okay, shabba-dabba-doo. See you later.
Bye,
Thanks for
shabba-dabba-doo.
joining.
Shabba-dabba-doo.
Dawson, can't wait to see what I do with the bike. Well,
Rebecca and Melvin,
Wait.
0.5% LOL.
You know what we're talking about. Casey.
it is gonna be a one of one. I have scoured the internet. I cannot find someone who did what I did. There's similar, there's close, but I haven't been able to find anyone who did exactly what I did.
I don't think you will.
Oh, no, there's one guy in my club in our Washington chapter that went very similar. Essentially, we're gonna have a different fairing, and that's about it.
Well, still different.
Right.
It's going to be awesome, and Casey's going to enter his in the what is it?
Run what you brung.
Run what you brung.
I'm not sure I'll have that part of it done by this Sturgis. That might be next.
We're being, what do you call it?
Bad influence?
Bad influence.
TJ Sullivan says, how cold is it up there? How do you know we're up there? We're at an undisclosed location.
Yeah. I mean, we could be in
down
California.
Yeah, it's 58
Because I said
degrees.
about I had to get an Idaho permit today.
It's 58 degrees.
It's nice out here. It's nice.
Now he's gonna be on the weather app. Where's
It was-
58? Where's 58?
It
Where's
was it was freezing cold in Nebraska and snowing all day yesterday. But
All right.
it's nice here.
Holland, USA. I'm looking to move to East Tennessee. All right, Holland, USA. I usually don't get political on this channel.
Uh-oh.
You're welcome to move to Tennessee, East Tennessee, but you need to vote the way that makes me happy.
Hey, what's that blue thing?
That says dollars.
Somebody
Random
gave us
act of
dollars!
Celia give us
Celia!
$4.99.
Number one bandit right there.
number one fan right there. We love you.
$4.99. We can get ice cream.
And she said it has to go to biscuits.
Awesome.
It has to be biscuits.
Here's a little biscuit money. I love
All right.
who you are.
I'll buy some biscuits tomorrow.
Because, our slogan that we put at the end of every video we do, this is who we are. This is what we do. Okay? That harkens back to one of our very best friends who passed away. And when we leave out on our bikes every year at Sturgis, he would yell to us, "This is who we are. This is what we do." And that just is our slogan. That's
That was
become
Nick.
our slogan in honor of him.
Yep.
This is who we are. You guys watch our videos. You see us. I mean, you see who we are and what we do. That we're not putting on some play, or whatever. Although I play dumb on YouTube, but I'm not actually dumb. Yeah, no.
Yeah.
No.
Chris, I've seen some older trucks on the
You
road.
and Holland USA will get along just fine.
It's 40 degrees in
Oh, yeah?
Tennessee, TJ
Yeah.
said.
Sean, when's the next off-road video with Big Red? What's Big Red? I'm confused.
What's that?
I don't know.
What's the question?
When's the next off-road video with Big Red?
Big Red?
Big Red.
I don't
Who's
know.
Big Red?
I don't know. Sean needs to get in there and answer his own question because I'm confused.
Are you talking about Big Green?
That's what I'm wondering. Are we referring to Boa?
Oh, because it was.
It was.
Red? It was red before it was green. Muhammad! $4.99. Man, we racking it up
Now you can get ice cream and biscuits.
Thank you, Muhammad.
All right, I'm getting ice cream. He's getting the biscuits. All right, good job.
Ah, yes,
good
the
job.
Suburban. It was red. Yes. But I hate red. I've only owned 2 red cars in my whole life, and one of them I painted because I didn't want it to be red anymore.
Jeff's got a BMW that is not red.
I got a not red BMW bike.
That's what we call it, not red.
Yeah, it's not red.
It's a nice bike, though.
Yeah,
It's not red.
We have fun on it. That's the one's going to go to Alaska with us. If you watched our very first
have you
video,
seen it since it's not red?
It's not
No.
red now.
It's not red now.
It's
Oh,
like
I rode it when it was
camouflage
red.
Khaki.
I know you wrote it red. It's not red now.
It's not red.
Well, that's good.
But that's our very first video explained why we got into RV transport, and we got 2 BMW bikes so that we could make our dream of getting on a bike and running it all the way to the Arctic Circle. So we have those 2 BMWs waiting for the borders to open, and it looks like it could be a possibility maybe next year. Mohammed, thank you so much. Celia, thank you so much for that $4.99. I really appreciate it. Holland, constitutional conservative here.
Well,
Welcome to Tennessee.
All right. Casey already told me we would get along, and I can see we will.
Sean, it's been so long since I've done a video because it's got these really new fancy things I installed. It's called a Bluetooth drive shaft. It turns out they're not very functional though. So I'm waiting for that to get corrected. They've been dropped off at the shop for over a month.
And you're going to check out on it tomorrow.
No? Thursday. Friday? The Suburban, not the bike.
Oh, okay.
Okay. John Powell, talking about ice and snow. How many pants do you need going down hills? I don't need any. When it's ice and snow outside and I'm going down the hill, I take my pants off just in case.
Just gotta wipe the seat.
Jeff doesn't have his
What
pants
about you,
on now.
Well, I had an incident at one time where I had to. There was things.
Things? All right. We'll just leave it at that.
I pulled over and I went into the bathroom.
I think I'll leave it at that.
Well, we had, John Powell, we had an incident. I didn't put it in the video, and I didn't talk about it because it was quite traumatic.
See, when you watch the lives, you learn tippets, snippets.
I don't even know what you're going to say, but that's enough.
No, when you're on blowing snow and ice between Billings, Montana, and Livingston, Montana,
It's
and
not
it comes
good.
down off that mountain and blows at 50 or 60 mile an hour gust with that snow and ice,
Let's just say it's time to get off the highway.
You know,
bring an extra pair of pants.
you know 4th of July Pass in Idaho,
Yeah.
in the skinny part.
Yes.
I was going up 4th of July Pass, and it's raining, and the road's wet, and throwing spray everywhere. And all of a sudden, the sign at the top of the hill starts flashing ice, ice, ice. I'm like, it's raining. Like there's no ice. It's raining.
Turn like
As soon as I crested the hill, the spray stopped. I went,
oh,
ruh-roh raggy.
Uh-oh. That's not good.
And I'm doing 60 going down the hill now.
oh my
So what are
God.
you going to do?
I got a 40-foot fifth wheel.
What do you do? What do you do?
What do you do?
I pooped.
It just hope you make it to the bottom.
All right, there's your answer.
It's 30 degrees in
No,
Tipton.
Mohammed, you're awesome.
Holland, let's see, Glenn Grunwald. It's a 28 in Tipton, Iowa right now. Ooh, that's cold. Yeah, I heard it was getting cold in the east. Thank you, Mohammed. He thinks we're awesome.
Yeah,
Oh,
Chris, you're probably right.
Hey, we're all going to meet up with you guys somewhere along the road. We actually dropped
Yeah.
off my unit today, and I met Richard and Sue Froschenier. Sorry if I butchered that name. but they keep up with us all the time, and they were so happy to come and see us. And we only had a few minutes before they had to deliver, so I just hugged their neck and everything. But we love just pop over and say hi. You know, if you see us sitting around, if we have our WeatherTech window shields up,
Just
you see us in a
come on
parking lot.
in.
If our WeatherTech window shields are up all the way around, which are the best things you can buy because nobody can see in your truck.
We love them.
Don't knock on the door. If they're down, like right now, I got 3 of them up, but 3 of them are down.
Yeah,
If they're
come
down,
on over.
Come on over, say hi.
Holland
He only
USA.
bites a little bit.
Holland USA says my bug screen on my truck has the Constitution on it and says "We the People."
Awesome.
I believe
That
you
may be
would
the
be.
coolest bug screen ever.
I believe you would be welcome in East Tennessee, and Fairwind's already told me that you're good to go.
Hey, Chris James said Whistling Diesel says if it's red, it's dead.
Yeah.
Oh. Next.
TJ Solid, Holland USA, Tennessee welcomes you absolutely.
Let's see. Terry, I will check your email after the live is over here, and I will reply. And Sean, that's nuts. Now, that could be my fault. I have only tried to check on the drive shaft one time. I was delivering right next to the shop that has my drive shaft, so I just popped in. The guy wasn't in. He runs a small part of another shop. He may have just lost my phone number because he just had it written down on the tag that was attached to the drive shaft. So it may be done, and he just doesn't have a way to get a hold of me. When I go home on Thursday, I will make it a point to go out and check on that and see if it's done.
I got a fun question for us.
I'm stretching out.
This is for me and you, not Cheryl.
All right, I'll keep my mouth shut, which is very hard.
Brandon Webster says, my nephew is a senior in high school, just signed up for the Marines.
Awesome.
He is still trying to figure out what MOS to pick. If you all had to re-sign, what MS would you pick? Now knowing what you all know.
Ooh, cool
I wouldn't
question.
because my MOS is dead. And that hurts
And-
my feelings.
I would pick my same MOS because it was fun to blow stuff up.
Yeah, it was really fun to blow stuff up, and now I can't
Yeah,
because it's dead. I killed 3 MOSs in the Marine Corps.
good for you.
Get out.
I was a 1371 combat engineer. We did mostly landmines, plastic. We call it C4. You would call it
He
plastic.
blew up bridges
explosives,
and rebuilt them.
stuff like that. Yeah, it was a good time.
It's a good time.
But you know, MOSs can change. It depends on what he's interested in. And
There's the answer.
There's the answer. What is he interested?
What is he interested in, and what does he plan on doing when he gets out?
And make sure you get one that'll transfer into the civilian world. Like my first MOS
Yeah.
in 2010, when my contract was almost up, I had a job offer at $40 an hour to get out and go do exactly what I was doing in the Marine Corps, but in the civilian side.
Awesome.
And instead, I lat moved into an MOS that has 0 civilian application.
You know, the first thing he will be is a grunt. Every Marine is a rifleman.
It's true.
And then he will have specialty MOSs.
He scored a 91 on his ASVAB, so the recruiter said he could pick pretty much any one he wants.
Well, that's
That
impressive.
is going to take a lot of thought on his part. Thinking
Yeah,
over
you know,
carefully.
Recruiters can.
Lie.
Yeah, I wasn't going to use a word that strong.
I was being nice.
Yeah, you know, recruiters can be that way.
They can
You know,
promise you.
once you
this
sign
and
that paper, they can make you do whatever they want.
Because you were once you go in, because me and Jeff, we got married, and he was still in the Marine Corps, and I lived off base of Camp Lejeune, so I was a Marine Corps wife. And
That's a yucky place.
it's not the most pleasant of places to live. But I do know that you will be you're nothing until you get past boot camp. Just prepare that right now.
Yeah,
You are
nothing.
nothing.
You're less than nothing.
Till you
You're
get past boot camp.
basically an infection to the Marine Corps.
So
And then you graduate boot camp, and then you're
it's
nothing.
mental. It's
Yeah,
mental.
then you get out of
can
boot
do it.
camp, and then you're nothing.
And then you get E3, and then you're something.
Right.
It's a little something, but you're
But
a
then
something.
once you're a Marine, you always are a Marine.
We still have the best looking uniform, though.
We
Yes,
do.
absolutely.
Jeremy Lewis wants to know where's a good place to get a gravity flow tank.
Damn.
RDS.
RDS. I agree.
Oh,
RDS is not a place, though. It's a brand.
Yeah.
The reason I say RDS is they're the ones that have the DOT certification for gravity feed. You can get put out of service for having one on your truck that is not got a DOT certification number on it.
That's why, hey, Jeremy and Carrie, you need to go to Dan's Service Center. Tell them the Transport Bandits sent you there. They will fix you up with the DOT inspection, and you get the certificates, and it's all good to go. He knows exactly what you need to do this job.
Yes.
Hey, that's a nice photo, Celia.
Chris James, when you're in need of tires, do you log it on your log in your PTI that you're getting tires? I get tires before they're due. So, that's 4 30 seconds in the front, 2 30 seconds in the rear. I always get them when I still have 2 30 seconds, or at least have them ordered when there's 2 30 seconds left, and I'm in before they're due. So that's not something I've ever had to deal with, and then I just log that I'm getting new tires on my
That goes
log.
on the maintenance. We do that on the maintenance log, and
Yeah, that's us too.
we just put new tires, our from our old Michelins to our new ones, even though they weren't worn out completely.
Yeah, I'm usually home. I'm not on a load, and I'm usually going to be home for a while afterwards.
No, I've got it close. I mean,
Holland USA looking for a Harley too. My ex had me sell my last bike, getting the itch again.
Well, I can see why she's your ex.
Heyo!
Yo. And I ride. I couldn't live without my Harley. And I told Casey today, the only bad thing about this job for me is that I'm not as home as much to ride my Harley.
Well, why don't you just get on the Harley and follow him around?
I would if I could. I would if I could.
Holland USA wants to thank us for our service.
Oh.
Well, thank you for your support. Oh, yep, I just got it too.
Bailey and Cooper said Canadian Sniper.
Hey, where'd he go?
Wow. Phil Wild. Hey, Phil. I have a money question. As I live in Canada, do you know if I pay U.S. taxes and Canadian?
No, I do not.
I don't know that, but why would he pay U.S. taxes?
Speaking of motorcycles, there's an Indian over there. Over there. It's in front of the store.
Yep.
I see it in the big mirror.
Oh, I'm sorry. That's what we do. If you see a motorcycle, it's like a squirrel. Whoops. Everything drops. We got to look at it. Sorry. That's how it goes. It's like a dog.
Phil
seeing a
Wild
squirrel.
says, oops. I wish to do RV hauling in the near future.
Phil Wild.
What's up with the oops? I don't
No,
understand.
you check into it right now. Like Casey said earlier on this live, if you weren't on here, go watch all 4 channels. You need to watch Fair Winds and Following Seas. You need to watch High Mileage Helper, Weekend Trucking, and of course, the Transport Bandits. And you will get a complete comprehensive of everything you need to do to get into this business.
I'm changing your name from Tennessee.
What?
You are
Blabber.
Squirrel.
I'm Squirrel.
All right, TJ Sullivan wants to know what size tanks y'all have.
I have a 48, but that's because my primary is a 48, so I have a total of 96. I wish I had more, but I also have 2 very large toolboxes, so I keep everything in the toolbox. Do air filter, fuel filters, full oil change, all my snow chains, oil drain pan, and all my tools and spare hitches, and I can't haul any more fuel.
Well, you could.
I have to get rid of the toolbox.
Tell him what we have.
I've got the 48 tank from the factory as well, but it holds 50.
I can only have 42 in mine.
Well, I get 50 in mine, sometimes 51.
I don't like you anymore.
I know. And then I've got the 118 gallon tank in the back, so I've got roughly 170 gallons of fuel.
And he's looking for more ways to make the
Yes,
tanks
I am. I'm
to fill
currently.
in around the
I am
fuel.
currently searching.
And we
for
have the
more
large
tanks.
toolbox that houses everything that Casey just rounded
Yeah.
off.
And I'm currently searching for another tank to add to this tank.
And we heard you could upgrade our 50-gallon Ford tank to a 78.
All right, Chris James, message retracted.
Message retract.
What is it with you guys retracting your messages from me tonight?
That's because they're saying things that they are like, oops, I should never.
They're asking questions and then they're being answered, so they're retracting.
Oh, okay.
We'll just go with that.
We'll go with that one.
It's probably a lot.
Brandon Weston wants to know, is tax season's coming? Have y'all figured out who you're going to use to do them? I'm looking for a good CPA. Well, I can't help you find a good CPA, but I will use the same CPA that I have used
For 30 years.
for 30 years with the other business I had before this business.
Well, see, we owned our own business, so it runs very similar to that.
Yeah.
So we just use our local CPA that we have, but
Brandon Macasili, that was hilarious.
that was probably something we said a few minutes. Oh, about the bike.
Oh, yeah.
We all just stopped what we were doing. Forget
Hold the
you
line!
guys, people. There's a bike over there.
Hold on, there's a motorcycle here, people.
Oh, it's gone. Bike's gone.
Chris
Chris
James
James,
Vance is
all right.
awesome. It is. Holland, USA. I have
Yeah.
a 100-gallon transfer flow. It was expensive, but worth it.
You know, those transfer tanks are expensive and they're heavy, but they are sweet. I'll give you that.
Oh, that would be another concern we need to address,
What's that?
especially if you're non-CDL.
Yeah.
Now, you guys, I can go to 26,000 actual weight. I used to could go all the way to 50,000, but I got rid of my IFTA and apportion plates. So now I can go to 26,000 actual weight. You guys can only go to 26,000 GVWR.
Right.
So the size of your tank wouldn't really make a difference for you, but for someone like me, where I can go to 26,000, diesel's heavy.
Yeah. That's going
Now
to
you
go
get up
on
to
your
170
actual weight.
gallons.
Yeah.
That's actual weight. Now, that being said, with you guys being the GVWR, you still can't go over 26,000 actual weight either, but you can't go over the rating of 26,000
Right.
as well. So I guess the fuel tank would affect you also. So that's something to consider. While more fuel is always better, there comes a point where it's detrimental.
Right.
However, with non-CDL,
Chris?
wait a minute. With non-CDL, most of the time we have a tow behind that even with actual weight will not come, and our fuel and everything will not
Not
come
even
to 26.
close.
Not
Right.
even close to the 26. So that's not really a worry with
But
a non-CDL.
if you get into the bigger fifth wheels that
Oh yeah.
a lot of other people
Yep,
do.
that's true.
Yeah.
I mean, I had one fifth wheel. I crossed the scale at 31,000.
Yeah, that's not gonna
Yep.
happen.
Yeah.
They're like, it's 16,000. I was like, all right, 16,000. I took off. I'm like,
Well-
this feels really heavy.
Okay, like when
I
we look
remember
on the
that one.
load board, me and Jeff can't pick anything that weighs over 14,000 pounds. So as a non-CDL, anything that is on our load board, if it weighs more than 14,000, we can't take it.
Yeah, I just overlook it.
You guys got all of my viewers.
Blah, 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 blah.
Well, the bandits, man. We come
We
and
have
take your
30. We
stuff.
have 31 watching. Thanks, guys. Remember, hit that like
You
button.
forgot we're the bandits. We come and take your stuff.
I know.
We're the bandits. We come and take your stuff.
Pillage and plunder.
Exactly.
Pillage and
You
plunder.
see what happened? You went and you got scrawled, script,
Yeah, and
and
Chris,
now you're doing Viking crap.
Chris, I know you love that tank. I was with you when you got it.
Looking at a 3500 Ram, 127,000 miles on it, thought it would be a decent machine to get into the business. What do you guys think? It was owned by Snowbirds, clean appearing at a reputable Dodge dealer. Well, that depends what they're asking for price. I mean, sure, a 14 Ram with 127,000.
That's good. That's a start. That's
That's
with
a great starter
Rams,
truck.
That's a great starter mileage.
But what do they want for it?
Yeah.
Are they asking 70,000?
What's your monthly payment going to be? You know, that's what the biggest question in RV transport is: how much money can I make? That's all individual.
All of it.
Every single piece of it
Yeah, that's
is
crazy.
to the individual. What do you need to make a month? Ask
And
yourself that first.
John wants to know if the campers come with spares. Yeah, most of them have a spare, John.
Let's get back here. Holland USA has a 100-gallon transfer flow, and then Chris says, I love my 91-gallon auxiliary tank, which he just got installed when we were at Dan's, which is on the video that day. He got that installed.
$47,000.
Ooh. Yeah, that's good. That's all right.
It's It's a little high, but in today's market, it's not terrible.
Not in
Right.
today. Not in what's going on today.
Random Macacilia, yes, when the feed went silent while you whipped around to see the Indian motorcycle squirrel.
Motorcycle squirrels.
The motorcycle squirrels.
Yeah,
That's
exactly,
what we
so-
are. Chris James, Coons and Elkhart is a great CPA. Fantastic. That's a good tip. Thanks, Chris, to everybody. Coons and Elkhart. Great CPA. Go with that tip. John Powell, what about spare tires for the... Okay, you just answered that. Spare tires? Yes, we have spare tires.
Okay,
What
guys.
if we have 2 blowouts?
Okay, guys, just to remind everybody, if you don't care, reach over and tap that like button.
Got another transporter.
You know,
We're sitting in the parking lot. We got a couple other transporters here with us.
there's several transporters.
No, he's
there.
going into the back with the big trucks.
Oh, okay. We don't park in the back with the big truck. I
Well,
like to
that's where the
leave those
fuel is too.
spaces.
He may be getting
yeah.
fuel.
But generally, as a rule, we don't park our truck and camper back with the big trucks. We like to leave them for the big trucks. If there's space in the front of the truck stop that we're at, we like to park up front.
And they really don't like it when we park back there.
Yeah, they don't. Yeah.
I had one try and pull my fifth wheel pin.
Well, what about Donnie?
Yeah, Donnie. Well, I ain't gonna say it on
Yeah.
live.
So be careful about parking in the back with the.
So Bailey Cooper RV and Labs have 151. Yep, that's a good amount.
Last week, week before last, I woke up in the morning doing my pre-trip. Always do your pre-trip. They had pulled the safety pin out of my fifth wheel, but because I have the lube plate on there,
Yeah.
it puts tension on the kingpin, so you can't actually pull it
Oh yeah.
unless you put the jacks down and take pressure off.
We have never had anybody mess with our stuff, but I hear that happens a lot. People stealing the tags off the back of your camper.
So I try and avoid going back there.
Yeah, I've heard that.
All
a lot
right,
of people
TJ,
mess
I'm not
those
going to
up.
get into all that. That's a little complicated. They can read it if they want to see it.
Gary Henderson. Hey, Gary. When I was on Casey's stream, I was having streaming lag.
Yeah,
about
there's
every minute.
so I've been having a lot of problems with my phone, as you guys have seen. You know, the camera's all screwy, the phone's cutting in and out. I've ordered a new one. I'm just waiting for it. It's probably sitting off the coast of California, just waiting to be offloaded.
It is.
Is my phone working okay? Because that's what you're watching us.
I think that's
on
why
right now.
everyone's going over to yours, because mine keeps cutting out.
Oh, that's probably why. It's not because
Yeah.
they don't love you.
That's why.
It's not because you're old has-been and they're all trumpet over.
I am an old has-been. I've vomited my knowledge. I have really nothing else to share. I'm just trying to.
Okay. That was uncalled for, and I apologize.
No, I said it in the video. I've run out of things to talk about. Like, I know my channel's gonna start dying now.
No, we gotta rim each
Yeah,
other. That's
man.
what we do.
I know.
All right, what time is it? How we doing on
How
time?
we
We
doing?
are
'Cause
an hour and a
caught
half
up.
into this,
Okay, we're all caught up now.
and you're not even bored yet.
Yeah, we're not bored. He's
No, I
not
don't get
asleep.
bored. It's cool.
We're good. We're good.
All right, guys, we're going to give it up now. So that's an hour and a half into it, and that's really about 30 minutes longer than we like to go live.
Well, and we want to hang out and chat for a little bit before bed, because
Yeah, we got secret
Well,
stuff.
early morning
this is
comes
what you
early
do when
morning.
you're transporters, you can do the
Well,
public.
TJ, good night, y'all.
Transporter. Oh, wait, that didn't sound right. I mean, we got chit chatting things to do.
Yeah, we got
I'm
secret
so confused
YouTube
with what's
stuff
happening in
to
the
do.
back seat right now.
Oh, la, la.
All right, guys. I appreciate y'all coming and hanging out.
That was great. Thanks, guys.
I think we answered all the questions. Had a great time as always. I'm going to end this one here. I'm not sure when exactly they're going to cut their feed, but as always, those of you out on the roads, I wish you fair winds and following seas. Take care and have a great day.
Yeah, I'm going to end mine right now in just a minute. I got to address a couple things, though. Chris says Jeff wants to watch Yellowstone. You're probably right,
We want to
Chris.
watch Yellowstone. Thanks, guys. We appreciate y'all. Thanks, Sean, for coming on here. Mohammed, thank you for the super chat.
Yeah.
We sure do appreciate
Thanks,
it.
Celia.
Thank you for the super chat. We love that. Thank you so much. And Scott and Casey. Gus has got jumped on the last minute. You don't have to go home, but you can stay here. We'll just come and stay with you, Gus. You better watch what you
Yeah.
ask for. Bailey and Cooper, or your phone is in the Georgia Strait. It's a container ship lost in the 79 containers into the
Yeah,
ocean.
that's what we told
shortage. Yeah. More part shortage.
All right, guys, we're going to call it quits here. Thank you very much.
Thanks
Thanks
for
for
watching.
joining us. Transport Bandits.
Ow!
Bang!
Ding.
It's over here.
Okay, it's over there.
So,